Hey y'all, so the other day we took our IKEA towels and made these two. Love is spoken here and welcome to our home from this stencil. And this stencil has all of these pieces. And I got the towels from IKEA. So what I also have, also from IKEA, are cork trivets. And so what I thought I would do is make a matching set using the little houses on our cork board. And what I'll be using today is Tide and Couture Teal ink to be making these. I chose these two mainly because I like them. And what's nice about the ink, again, just like the towels, once I heat it, it's permanent. And I know I can heat it because these little cork trivets are made for you to put hot pans on. So I know that I can heat it, and then it'll be permanent on here and won't wash off when I get something wet on it. So we are going to start with this block. And we're going to do it in the lighter color. We'll be doing the outline of the windows and doors and things like that in black ink, like we used the other day. But again, I don't have to defuzz it because it's going on something that is very forgiving about letting go of it. So I'm going to try to scooch it as far as I can without getting it too far off. There. Be careful around the edge. And I'm going to use the lighter color first, the teal color. So normally we would mix it up with a little spatula, and I have one somewhere. But I do have my wet wipes. You remember how important those are. That way. There's my little spatulas. No, don't fall. Spatulas. Of course, it's got dried black ink, because like I said, if I don't get it on me, I am not having a good time. And now I have it on my fingers. So what I'm going to do is just take some, put it on. Then I'm going to take my squeegee that I have right over here and squeegee that color on. Now, Couture Teal is Chalk Couture's kind of standby color. It's their signature color, if you will. So that is not enough. That cork is really going to suck it in, which I knew it would. So I did put the lid back on though. And I'm sorry, I did not even, I went ahead and I got on and I just got started. Welcome to my channel. My name is Jeannie Ruth and this is DIY with Jeannie. And if this is your first time and you want to go back and see how I did those towels, same concept, but I would love for you to go back and see that. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. It would mean so very much to me as I'm just starting out, trying to get my channel started and going. But I can scrape all of this excess off and you'll see it on my squeegee. And then I'm just going to put it back because there is absolutely nothing wrong with that ink. Put the lid on it because I'm done with it for now. Get here, a little wet wipes, baby wipes. If you're a crafter and you do not keep baby wipes handy, are you even a crafter? I mean, maybe you keep wet rags. I don't know. Maybe you're neater than me. That's what I'm going to go with because I, on a regular, am a hot mess. So, but I am a Chalk Couture designer, which means I can buy and sell Chalk Couture at the designer cost. So there is my little guy. I'm going to set him aside and let him dry so we can come back and put his roof on. And while I'm doing that, I'll take my second guy, set this off to the side because I don't need it right now. And what I'll do is I'll take it and just wash it in the sink in a few minutes. So on this one, I think I'm going to do the ivy colored cottage. The ivy covered cottage. I am just so with it today. Taught all day today. I'm a little tired. That's why I come on so late. I teach middle school, and you know, it can be trying sometimes, but it's worth it, and I love it. So we're going to take our little house. I'm going to set it on so that I get the top on there. And missing out on those bottoms, it's not really going to hurt me that much. I could put tape down there so that I made it straight. I might do that. Let me get my washi tape, because I think that will really make a difference. It's not really thick washi tape, but it'll be okay. Take my tape, and I'm just going to kind of put a straight line down there so that I'm not losing the corners. I want to keep the corners. And this is a good way to do it. That looks nice and straight. Just going to set it on top. And I just need enough that I have control over the ink when I get to that end. So I don't have to cover the whole thing. I just want a border. And that should give me a nice flat border. We're going to use this, it's called Tide. Love this. It's such a beautiful color. It really, really is. See how lovely that is? It's just this beautiful blue. Sea blue, aquamarine blue, just stunning. So I'm going to put a whole bunch on there because I only would like to do this once. And I don't think I have enough, but that's okay. I can always get more. You know, unlike a lot of things a lot of the crafts that I do, putting too much ink on this one is actually okay, because you can just take it right back off. Like I just squeegee it right back off. Get all my excess off of there. I don't waste a single thing. And so one of these little inks, these little containers of ink, will last just forever, almost. So like you see, I got it on my finger, so I'm going to have to be real careful. So let me put the lid on that. I'm going to use it again in a minute, so I'm not going to put too far on. Let's pull up our... And now we can see that. This one, what I might do is do the doors in that really light teal color. I'm just going to again set this up there because I don't need it right this second. Clean everything up so I don't get ink everywhere, because I can. I have that ability. I am that talented. So let me get it off me, and then, which I may not get it all off me. I will got it under my nail. That's a classic move. So then we were just using that to wipe down my squeegee, and when I'm done, I will wash the squeegee. I don't have to just yet. So, see how I put that nice flat edge down there, and then what I can do is put my door on there, and it's going to look a lot better. And I still have the pointed part of the house, so it's still there. I could put a chimney on it. I have one, and we might do that with this one. So, let me set that to the side. I'm going to let both of these dry. I'm going to go wash my stencils, and I will be right back. What was it? Okay, I'm back. While you were gone, I used my heat gun, and it's a simple little heat gun. That's all it does. It gets hot. It blows kind of like a blow dryer, except a little bit hotter. And I used it to dry the ink on both of my trivets. I'm going to set this one aside. For this light blue one, I am going to take and place a roof on it. I think I'm going to do it like that. So, I think I'm going to make the roof white. It just spoke to me just then, and I think we're going to use white on it. So I want to put this, I'm going to just nicely put it over it. It does not matter how far over. So I don't know what to do because I need to keep that in there. Just going to have to let it hang off the top. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I'm going to be okay with it. So we got it down really good. Take my white. That little spatula thing. Some white on there. On real good, nice coat. Way too much. I'm going to have to put a lot of this back. See how much that is? I didn't use hardly any of that, but I can scrape it right back in. I'm going to be using white again in just a second, so that is not that big a deal. Let's take him off. I do like that. I think that looks really nice. Sit inside. Let's put some doors on. I think we'll use the round door on this one. We'll use the square door over here because I'm going to put the chimney on that one. And on it, let's do black. I have to stop and think about that. White I really think would be better, but we shall see. We shall see. Let's take our little door. I want to line it up down here at the bottom. And I want it off-center just a hair. See how I didn't put it directly in the middle? And I'm going to put my little, yeah, it'll come to me in a second. My window on there. I'm going to put some brick trim on it so that it looks like it's a brick house. I think that's kind of cool. Set that off to the side. Grab the squeegee. Put a little, you don't want to go off the edge, so you got to make really sure that you're staying right up to that door. You want all of the door, but I don't want to go off onto my green on the edges. So one thing, if you're worried about that, put painter's tape around it. That will work. Just stuck my hand in that white. Told you if I didn't get it all over me, I wasn't having a good time. So we're going to scrape that off. Actually, I have no idea where I put the window. But while we're thinking on it, let's put some bricks on. While I'm pondering what I could have done with that. It's not like I went anywhere. There it is here. That's okay. Have you ever had one of those days where, you know, things just happen? Now this, see how I'm hanging it off the edge? I don't want to get it on that brown part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my little spatula tool. And I'm going to use it as my squeegee. Let's keep it nicely in here. Make sure we get all those bricks in there good. And I did. I want to pick it up. See how that didn't go over? So now I'm going to put it in the middle here. Set it down real good. On this one I can use the squeegee because it is all in there. Okay. Let's flip that up. And maybe one more up here. So you see I can do it multiple times from the same one. Oh, I had the windows. Well, we're just not going to have windows. That's just all there is to it. So let's set him to the side. Set these to the side. Get me a wet wipe because I'm a mess. Okay, those windows, that's going to bother me. But can't let it. Just gotta let it go. Let's go with my second one, and I'm going to keep it. The only way to flip the camera makes my lettering upside down, and I don't want that. So, I'm going to use the little square door on here. I just don't know whether I want to use black or white, but I think I'm going to use white because the paint is so dark. So let me just set that on there. There's my squeegee. And still got all this white paint on there that I can still use. So put that little door on there. And the chimney would not be white, it would be sooty. So we're going to do that in black. I like that chimney, I think it's adorable. So let's take our little chimney. Now, when I'm done, what I will do is all of the materials that I used, I will put in the description, and that includes the little trivets that I got from Ikea. I think, from my remembering, they weren't much or I wouldn't have gotten them. So I would think they'd be less than $3. So if you're interested in doing something with them, these little cork trivets I got at Ikea, they would not have been any more than probably $3 because I can't imagine wanting to get them for more than, goodness, let me see if I can speak, more than $1 a piece. I'm kind of frugal, just a little bit. But I like to do low cost home decor, and that's the whole point of this, is if it costs a lot, then why do it yourself when you can just buy it already made? You know, if you're willing to pay the price, buy it made. Doing it yourself, while fun, is not the point is I can make lots of these. I can remake it if I ruin one. I don't have to be as careful with them because I know that I'm capable of making another one. So there's that. But that was our black for our little chimney. I haven't got him washed off yet, but what I'll do is I'll get that ink out with my wet wipes. Watch. See how it's on here? And I just wiped it right off. These are silicone mats. I got them off of Amazon. That. Now, let's just put some bricks on this guy. We'll put it left behind. Sure, I just got that on me. So again, we're going to use our little spatula because we're not putting a whole lot of paint on, and we want it in a very small area. So a little more control. I have a small squeegee that I could have used, but I didn't bring it in here, so it makes it a little difficult to use when it's not near me. So there is that. There's the bricks at the top. Not horrible. Not fabulous, but not horrible. And then what we'll do is we'll iron it. Ironing it will heat set it. The other thing you could do is go ahead and use it as a trivet. Just don't get it wet. As soon as it's dry, lay a hot pan on it. So while I was gone, what I did was hand painted. I ground and put a cobblestone pathway. Did a little touch up around my so what I've done is just put a small amount on here, and I painted in the bottom, put black in the middle, added some white, made it look like cobblestones, and then I just take the flat line, put a small amount of paint, and I'll just draw with it. So it does give me a little better look. I've got it down on all sides, and it kind of gives it a little more dimension, a little more definition. Even did around the house. I also located the windows. Of course, they were just sitting here, right beside me, underneath the baby wipes. Oh, what am I thinking? So we're going to put us a window right here. Sticking down real well. And let's put our little window in. Again, I have smaller squeegees, which are so much easier to use in small areas. I just got white on it. Let's see if I can get it off the baby wipe. See, and that right there is why you use smaller squeegees. Jeannie Marie, seriously. So let's in here. Finish up the window real quick. There's that. He's all done. I've got the border around the house to give it a little more definition. There's my window. A little more definition. He's done. We'll put a little window on this one. Again with the white, but we're going to go with the rounded one because we have the rounded door. So let's put it over here in between my bricks. And then we'll just heat set it. I'll probably just iron it and it will be done. Get this finished. We'll take a look at it. Take a look at them together with our little hand towels. It's all the same. It's called, and now I can't remember. Let me check. I will put a cart link if you want to make these on your own. I will put a cart link on all of the things that are Couture, the Ikea link for both the hand towels and the trivets. So now, even though these are so wet, I don't want to get them on the hand towels, but if you remember our hand towels, love is spoken here. Yep. Love is spoken here. And welcome to our home, which go with this stencil set. And I appreciate, for those of you who are still with me, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. If you like this content, I would appreciate a thumbs up, and maybe a comment. And please feel free to subscribe. That would mean the world to me. But thank you. Hopefully I'll see you again. And if you like what you see, remember, thumbs up, give me a like, give me a follow, and I will do more of these. Have a good day.